The Mike Hosking Breakfast, 6 to 9 weekdays on News Talk ZB.
G'day there. If you accept the government is struggling in the polls at the moment, you may well accept the general notion that part of what is driving that is the lack of runs on the board. Perhaps an impatience is frustrating some of us at the moment. We voted to get rid of the last lot on the understanding that things had been wrecked and destroyed, and there was this new lot that they were going to put things right. Trouble has been, as they've tried to explain over and over and over again, things, fiscal cliffs, things like that, they're a lot worse than anticipated. And the problem with too many voters is, of course, we vote and then, well, life gets in the way, we all move on, and then when we re-engage with the process, we expect fixes to problems that are more complex than we gave them credit for first time out. So this government has announced a lot, they've changed a lot, but the simple to read runs on the board are only starting to trickle through. The downturn on crime would be one of them, I would have thought. The police focus on rounding a few people up so we feel a little bit safer on the streets these days. That's a tangible example, I would have thought. Are the targets on emergency housing being met years ahead of schedule? That's another positive piece of tangible news. And then yesterday, of course, this gross domestic product, the GDP, surely one of the most important figures of all. It is the economy. And the economy is everything. It pays the bills, it retires the debt, it forks out for the programs we want and love, and sets the mood for the nation. If you are growing, and as it turns out, thank the good Lord we are at last, you are moving forward. And moving forward is what gets governments popular, and it's what gets governments re-elected. Everyone, as in the experts, had that number at anywhere between 0.3 and 0.5%. Importantly, of course, in the right direction, in the positive. So the actual figure of 0.7 is better than expected and must, I would have thought, be the best of news. For a country that has spent more time in recession than pretty much anyone, certainly anyone we compare ourselves to, anyone in the OECD, this cannot be overstated in terms of importance. 0.7 surely comes with a sense that there is more where that came from. So maybe, just maybe, we can turn our backs on the dark days, or in our case, dark years, that have dragged this country to places economically it has never really been. No, it is not over. No, it is not. And yes, there is still much left to do, but a decent, dare I suggest, better than expected number will tell you the current government might have got a grip on the worst of it and turn the tide.
The Mike Hosking Breakfast, 6 to 9 weekdays on News Talk ZB.